have the first ever Sparky Award, and it is a battle between, drumroll, gentlemen, Sparky goes to Mixtape verse Hurt Caboose, Fight of the Year. But guys, before we get to the award, you gotta relive this magical moment.
There's no aluminum tape this time.
You didn't have tape last time?
No, I mean, everyone else has had aluminum tape covering their entire robot. He has a pretty nasty weapon, though. I can't let him get too close.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah, this is going to be a great fight. This is
Fight, robots fight.
These are two guys that probably should be building a heavyweight right now.
Yeah, they've got some important dates coming up.
Yeah, but they're here. They're putting on a show. They're doing a phenomenal job. Mixtape setting Hurt Caboose on fire. Hurt Caboose pretending like it's not happening. But like we said earlier, there's got to be some psychological component to seeing your bot engulfed in flame.
Yeah.
Makes your driving maybe just a little bit off. Maybe makes you make some more drastic choices than you would have before.
Oh no.
There definitely adds like an element of urgency.
Yes, most assuredly. Ooh. You don't want to stay in that position for very long.
Ooh, like that's not where you want to be.
Yeah, that right there, that's dangerous. Like right there, that's where you get to a place where belts start to get a little bit loosey-goosey. Your connectors start to get a little bit shaky.
And you want those connectors connected.
Exactly, yes. You want your wheels to stay on their hubs. It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. I have to say, though, this is my first time seeing Mixtape up close because normally I'm in my enclave.
Oh yeah, I got his weapon.
What are your thoughts?
The level of flame is otherworldly.
Calvin told us when we had him on our podcast just a few months ago, Mixtape is fire.
He wasn't lying. He was not lying.
I love this. Look at that. That is a beautiful, beautiful flame by Mixtape. The pin with the fire. It looks like some of that fire lingering on Hurt Caboose after the fact. Yes, there are parts of Hurt Caboose that are still aflame.
Still aflame. You have to wonder what is... Oh, no. Oh, it's like a melted action figure.
One of the wheels is still spinning, the other one not so much, but both of the wheels look real melty, and all of that 3D printed armor is now not so 3D and not so printed anymore.
Angel had been doing such a good job of avoiding this exact outcome, and you can only outrun it for so long.
Something to remind the fans of, the way 3D printing works is you heat up a material and melt it into a shape and then let that shape cool.
Oh.
What is happening right now is that 3D printed material is remelting into a shape that was not intended.
We've got a mobile s'more.
Yeah, that is just sad. I mean, I'm sure the bot is mostly okay on the inside, maybe, but the outside is cooked.
But you know what? Props to Angel is not tapping out.
No, he is holding it together, even though those wheels are basically just jello at this point. They're not able to engage with the floor just because they've melted off. It's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of this fight. Mixtape wagon wheels their way to the floor.
That was great.
Yeah. Just what I wanted.
That's sick, dude. Fire.
Whoops. Hold on.
Make a better flame. Oh, there you go. That's my strategy. Put this on a shelf. That's awesome, dude.
That's gnarly. Fire is good. Ow, everything's hot.
Yeah. Leave your opponents as a puddle of plastic. This is so wrong. Yeah, go ahead, fix that in 20 minutes.
Nice. That's a good piece.
Standing by here with Calvin, and yes, big round of applause. Angel, and these conversations while they were watching that is so deserving of the first ever Sparky Award for Fight of the Year. Now the big question is who wins which color? Is there a fight between the two? Go get him. Boom. Now, what I like is, I just want to start with Angel first, and we had heard there at the tail end of that you were going to put that on a shelf. The question is, did you put it on a shelf?
It's on my shelf, yep. I've got a big rack of all my 3D printing stuff in my robots. It's sitting right at the top.
How well did everything work at the tail end of that little fireball, if you will?
the flames destroyed the chassis of the robot, but all the electronics perfectly fine. The wheels still spun, the weapon still spun. The belt was in there, so it didn't actually like spin, but everything worked, surprisingly.
That is really incredible. And Calvin, for you, as you were standing here, you were like, that was what we wanted. And that was exactly what was said during that. Taking us back to that fight, how much fun is a fight like that?
Yeah, that fight was just crazy because it's just fire going everywhere. You can hardly see what's happening. I can barely see my robot. I can't tell if Angel's robot is like in the fire or behind it or where anything is. I really need some sunglasses for those fights. And his top plate's hanging up in my garage, so it's displayed proudly.
Hey guys, that's what this is all about. Congratulations to both of you for being part of the fight of the year for our first ever Sparkys Awards.